Welcome to the first episode of my podcast, Non-Binary Dinner. I might change the name, I don't know. Here's our first topic, getting right into it. We need smoking areas in schools. Okay, hear me out. I'm not talking like elementary school, okay? And like obviously there's smoking areas because like sometimes the teacher's gotta smoke, you know? You're dealing with kids. But I'm talking we need them for high schoolers, okay? Middle schoolers vape, they shouldn't. But obviously, it's not working trying to stop them. I think we just do harm reduction at this point, and we create specific areas for them to do that, okay? High schoolers. Because where are they smoking now? The bathrooms, okay? And that's hard. They're taking up space from people who are actually trying to pee during lunch, okay? So if we had smoke breaks, okay, we already have lunch and break. If we had a designated area for it, that'd be perfect. And then nobody would come and bother me while I'm trying to pee. We're eating burdak today, but I drew their mascot and I was gonna show it to you, but I left it inside. Oh my god. I'm such a fucking mess. I have 2 drinks today because I'm eating spicy ramen and I'm a weakling, so I need milk to combat that. And I found Crash Bandicoot 4, specifically the 4th one, a drink. It's Wumpa fruit flavor, and it's G Fuel. So I'm interested to see how this tastes. Here's the thing. There's a lot of coinciding between, and this is specifically for the girls' bathroom, it's what I know, between girls who vape and girls who bully, okay? I'm not saying everybody who vapes bullies, and I'm saying everybody who bullies vapes, okay? I'm just saying on the Venn diagram, there's some overlap there, okay? So, I think harm reduction, it also lower bullying. If you give them their designated area, okay, to suck on their geek bar and talk crap about everybody, and they'll do that in their designated area. But me, with my green hair and pronouns, trying to go into the bathroom, there's like 3 girls vaping in there, and they're like, why the fuck are you here? And it's like, it's because I'm trying to pee. And now I can't pee because they're going to hear me pee and they're going to laugh and they're going to go, piss boy. And I don't want to be piss boy. Transition, getting a little more controversial, but pro-life is a very misleading name. You're not pro-life, you're pro-forced birth. You know? Like, okay, picture this. It is illegal to have more than one child, okay? In my universe here that I'm making up. So if you have a second child, you have to get an abortion. We're making you get an abortion. That's messed up, right? That's messed up. Like, we're forcing that upon you, that you have to do that, even if you want another kid, okay? That's weird. So why is it weird? Why is it not as weird? Why is nobody like, that's inhumane about making you give birth? Because let me say this. I actually don't know how painful abortion is, but I imagine it might be a little bit of an easier time than birth, especially because birth comes with 18 years or more if it's a chud of a lot to deal with, you know? And so why, if in my country where we force you to abort, is it inhumane? I'm just saying. And I have a Zuka Midori on my chopsticks, so what do I know? I know a lot, actually, okay? Make that stuff legal. They got the pill back in a lot of places. You can, like, order it. I think you can get it over the counter now, so that's awesome. This is delicious. Oh, it's so yummy, but it's so spicy, and the spice doesn't hit for a few seconds. It's like, oh, that's the most flavorful, delicious ramen ever. And then it's like, also, I'm eating spicy food and my skin turns red easily, okay? So, don't talk about it. I do recognize that I'm not popular, so I'm kind of talking to no one here. But I'm going to be famous one day, and then everybody will know all my secrets. I'm going to go ahead and say everything controversial that I have, okay? So you can't cancel me in the future. But I don't think I'm that controversial of a person. Like, I'm kind of a chill guy if you get to know me. Seth Rogan is dead. He's not really. But recently, there's a new season of The Boys out right now. and he's dead canonically in the series, or someone with the exact same name as him, something like that. I don't know. So I got tricked. A lot of people are making jokes treating it like real life Seth Rogan is dead. I blend into the forest. And so I read one of those jokes out of context because I'm not watching the new season. I think it fell off. So I saw like some kind of tweet about it. I don't even know what it was saying. But it said Seth Rogan dead. And I felt my heart drop to my buttocks. I was like, what? That was so freaking scary. And then I realized, and I was like, good, he's not dead, but frick you, buddy. Oh my god. I got tricked once, and then I forgot about it, and then I got tricked again. I'm an idiot, okay? I'm gullible. Yeah, that was really scary. I'm glad he's not dead, but that gave me an idea to tell my mom about it. But I was just gonna tell her Seth Rogan was dead, because I lie for fun. Anyway, I don't think she's that attached to Seth Rogan, so I decided to just say it. And we were in the car, driving, and I said, "You hear Seth Rogan died?" And she literally looked at me like, "You're joking." And she was like, she was shooken by it. Like, that was awful. And it's like, she didn't react when Ozzy Osbourne died, which I don't think she cared for him, I guess. But that was like, no, you're sure? She literally asked, "Are you sure? Like, it's not a joke, like it's true?" And I said, yeah, it's true, Mom. And I don't think I ever told her. He's alive. Probably not gonna. It'd be awkward at this point, right? Keep believing it. She'll find out. He's gonna make a movie. And I have a working theory. I think I saw something like this actually online, and now I fully believe it. Everybody on the internet is 12. So I'm editing, and so I wanted to add on to this point because I don't think I worded everything I want to. You can tell I'm editing because I'm in casual hoodie wear and in the same spot. But anyway, it's like 3 days later. What I'm trying to say with this is they're all 12 years old, and to them it is the biggest deal what happens on the internet and in their circle within their fandom. So when you're in that and you're in this small circle, everything you do is being watched by the whole internet. And I think and they're all other 12-year-olds too. And so you make a mistake. Like, nothing evil, genuinely. You just mess up because you're 12 and you're dumb. Okay, when I was 12, I hated, being called lesser than because of my age. But it's just that your brain hasn't fully developed. You don't fully grasp these things. And so when you can't fully grasp these things and you see something, you're like, you did this, so that makes you a bad person, When it doesn't. Everybody's calling each other out for little things, and then it's like you feel like you're responsible for calling people out when they make a little mistake, and everybody's watching you for when you make a mistake so they can call you out. And it's like, that's not good for 12-year-olds. And that's what a lot of fandom controversy turns out to be, is just 12-year-olds who are calling each other out for the littlest things, and everybody's posting like it's the biggest deal, and now you got dumb adults involved who don't have a life. So yeah, everybody on the internet is 12 years old. Now, I feel like I'm not mature for my age, but I'm mature enough to understand that it depends. Some things depend. Not everything's black and white. Okay, there's nuance. I understand that there's nuance to things, but everybody on the internet is 12 years old, and they're like, no, this means this, and this means this. I wish I could provide examples, but you understand. They're just saying stuff to say stuff. And it's like, I don't know, bro. It depends. Sometimes it makes you angry and like want to post about it, but that's just what the internet does. It makes you angry. Get off the internet. There's good stuff there. There really is. But then there's also the horse. And you do not want to be around the horse for too long, because then you'll go crazy. So get off the internet. Get away from the horse. Okay? Get back on every once in a while after it's recharged and has all the cool fandom edits and all the cool fan art that you're gonna love and eat up, okay? Don't go on there if it's like AI dude bros saying that Klay Thompson's the GOAT. And then you want to be like, you want to make a tweet like, who even knows Klay Thompson? And it's like, they don't know Klay Thompson. They're just saying that to get retention, okay? They want to get paid because they have a blue check mark, okay? Like, nobody cares about Klay Thompson. Frick Klay Thompson. He ain't even good at basketball. Can I say that? And about the gay edits of him, I support them. Okay, and people are allowed to have their differing opinions, and I see where people are coming from with their differing opinions about it being like, you know, stereotyping someone who isn't good to women, who's kind of a misogynist, who cheated on a woman, as being gay for those reasons can be harmful. It can be like, so you're saying that all gay people hate women. It can create that stereotype and like rid these misogynistic men of the responsibility and accountability they need to take for this, because it's like, oh, he's just gay, you know? I don't think that's a great thing to do every time a bad man is bad. I don't think you should just be like, oh, he's gay, you know? Alternatively, I find those edits really funny. And I find Megan Thee Stallion using that edited song on her Instagram note hilarious. That is, what a roundabout way. I've been seeing those edits of him and Megan Thee Stallion getting cheated on and then posting that. It's like, it's all come full circle. Like, this was meant to happen. This is how it was supposed to be. So, yeah. I do support those edits. But I did see some of the guy who made those edits repost, and they were kind of like, and I think he's like 16 years old. I don't know, though. How are you going to give a cease and desist to a 16-year-old making hype edits about you, but you're gay? Like, get over it. Oh my god, get over it. Yeah, so don't support the guy. I think the edits are funny, and I think multiple people hopping on the trend is cool. I need more milk. Here's my drawing of Hochi in a cute little bathing suit, because it's almost summer. Yeah, me and Hochi. Or Hachi. I think it's Hochi, though, because Hachi's like with an A. Because of Nana? I don't know. I never watched that anime. I'd rather watch animes where the women actually do get together in the end and they kiss. There's a toilet. Don't I have such good backgrounds? I'm a professional. Speaking of being professional, real talk. What do I expect to come from this channel? I say with white person spaghetti stains around my mouth. I don't know if I'm gonna be a successful YouTuber. Obviously, I'm not trying too hard. I post like once in a millennium, you know? I'm fine with that. And I'm not in the minority when I say that I think I'd enjoy being a YouTuber. Because I know, like, what studies say that every kid wants to be a YouTuber or like e-gamble on Twitch, you know? Everybody wants to be a kick streamer, okay? I get it. I'm just a person who I've always wanted my job to be something creative. When I think the earliest job I can remember, I wanted to be a singer. And I didn't know nothing about singing, but I wanted to be a rock star so freaking bad. I wanted to have purple long hair, and I'd wear a bunch of eyeshadow and dark clothes, and my parents couldn't tell me to do anything. And yeah, I'm pretty much there. It's just short green hair, okay? I didn't predict the transgender, but I got close. After that, I wanted to be a film director. I didn't even watch that many movies. I was just like, direction's such a cool job. I'm in charge. I'm making my thing. Okay, it's my vision. And all y'all, I'm directing you. You do what I tell you to. I like leading. I've always wanted to do that. And then I wanted to do theater and film. I wanted to create. And so now, what I want to be, what I finally figured out, I want to do production. I want to be on the sound design, the prop making, the producer's assistant, that crap. I just want to be part of the creation and making everything go. And I'd like to be a director too, probably. Probably not a singer anymore, okay? Maybe, but that's not my main priority. But I do want to create. I'm a creative person, and all I wanted to do is something in the arts, since I can remember. And I think if YouTube ever worked out, if YouTube was ever something I could do, I would love it. Creating, in my perfect vision, things I want to make, starring me, that's my ideal world. But, you know, I'm gonna get a normal job. I'm not banking on this YouTube thing. And this is just for fun. Like, I'm obviously not in this for success and money. Like, I love to do it. I like making videos. It's fun. I get to make editing practice. I get to make thumbnails. I've been trying out making thumbnails recently. And I get to just talk about what I want for 20 minutes, dude. I've just been yapping you for 20 minutes and eating freaking ramen. I could eat ramen on camera, you know? And it gives me an excuse to play fun games with my friends and do what I want. I do what I want. I don't post a lot because motivation gets scarce sometimes. Most of the videos I do make are like I thought of this the day of, and I just set my camera up and started doing it kind of thing. So, in a lot of my videos, I start, and it's like a long, ongoing thing, and then I never finish them. But I'm probably not going to keep posting consistently, because I feel like if I set that deadline, that standard for myself, it's just going to become another job, another thing. And I want success. I want to have fun with this, but I want to take it at my own pace and also do other stuff I like. I'm going to finish this ramen, and then me and Ryan are going to taste test the crash drink. Let's crack her open.
Okay.
Hey, we're cutting
you
this all
hardly know her.
from least gay to most gay. Rank these short kings. Leprechauns, goblins, and elves.
Least gay to most?
Mm-hmm. Or most to least if you'd like.
I'll do least to most.
Okay.
Goblin, leprechaun, elf.
Explain.
No.
You're on a podcast.
Goblins hate those gobbies. They shouldn't have rights. So I don't care about them. Least everything.
Okay. What?
Least
Wait,
everything.
okay. Why do you think gobs shouldn't have rights?
Have you seen one of those gobbies?
Yes. They're green and they're cute, okay? Someone you know and love could secretly be a goblin, okay? So let's be careful about what you say.
My opinion wouldn't change. My opinion of that person would. Because you're not a person. You're a gobby.
Okay, so what was your next one?
Leprechauns.
And explain that.
I'd
say you know a lot about leprechauns, don't you?
I think you should, what's the word? Die? And I put elves as number 1.
Okay.
And the leprechauns are number 2 because I knew those gobby freaks, those disgusting
We know how you feel about them, okay?
should be last because the least of everything, and then number 1 was definitely elves, so leprechauns would go in the middle.
Okay, so leprechauns are just there because they're not last, but they're not first.
Of course.
So why are elves number 1? What makes them the gayest of the short?
Pointy ears, living in that a weird old man's place up north.
Santa's not gay, though. Allegedly.
Santa, baby, you're looking pretty grand. But
are you making an offer to Santa right now? Santa, if you're watching this, Ryan is single and ready to mingle.
You understand that it's the clothes that make the man appealing to the missus. You better watch out. And then it stops.
So the clothes make the man, you said?
Yeah.
What clothes do you think would make the most man?
None.
I think that was my last question. Is there anything you want to bring to the table?
Why am I even here?
I don't know.
You don't take anything seriously.
You can leave.
Okay, can you grab the cup? And a little sippy?
Yeah.
Goodbye. Dang it.
Okay, bye. Oh, it's so spicy, bro. I'm such a pussy.